Okay, so guys, if you're like 18 years old to like maybe like 27 to 28, 29, 30 years old and you're working a job that you hate, you've got literally like no skills, you maybe have a little bit of cash saved up, you know, just a few $100s. You don't want to work a job anymore. You don't want to go the 9 to 5 route anymore. You're tired of trying all these different business models and they're failing, and you just don't know where to turn, how to make money online, how to escape the matrix, how to, you know, feed your family, free yourself from the system, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, right? I think I've actually figured this out. So let me just break this down. And I posted this on my Instagram just the other day, right? It was actually yesterday, last night. I've just come back from the Apple store, by the way. I'm not gonna flex this on you, but yes, I just bought a brand new iPad Pro. It basically just prompted me to make this frigging video for you guys. You guys, I'm not even gonna unbox it. You guys don't care about that stuff. Although, to be fair, I will say this. Back like 5 years ago, being able to just walk into an Apple store like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, whatever it's been, I wouldn't have been able to do stuff like this. So when I say, please listen to me if you're like 18 to even 30 years, it doesn't even really matter. As long as you're like above like 12 years old and you're listening to this and you want to literally make money online, you don't want to go down that 9 to 5 route. I genuinely think I found the most common path for you to go about making your first $500 online, then making your first 10 grand online, then making your first 50 grand in a month, then making your first $1 million. Because I've done all of the above. Not only have I done all of the above, I've started pretty much every business except for a software company. Like quite literally, I've tried consulting, coaching, an agency, digital products. So I've been in the trenches. I've done everything you possibly can imagine. I've sent Loom videos to try and get clients. I have built a personal brand to try and get clients. That was one of the most successful things. I do recommend people do that. However, if you're a beginner, you probably don't have much to talk about, so I'm gonna explain that as well. Starting a coaching business, digital products, those two businesses I genuinely think are the greatest businesses to scale, but in order to start, they're quite difficult to get into. Let me explain. And I've been thinking about this for the last like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, right? So, and I posted this on my Instagram yesterday. These last 12 months have been very eye-opening to me as a business owner. Number one, I've been able to prove to myself that I really can take a brand new offer and a brand new business from zero to multiple 6-figure run rate in a matter of like days, and then sustain that to make it a, you know, a multiple 6-figure business long term. I've proved that. I did something completely different this year. These last like 12 months, completely shut down like the agency coaching stuff, completely shut down agency transmutation. You know, I went from agency to doing coaching, and then coaching to having a coaching and digital product. And then I shut pretty much everything down, and I said, you know what, I want to help other people build their own coaching businesses and their own digital products. So I've recently been thinking why I exist as an entrepreneur, and I dug deep into really why I want to do this entrepreneurial stuff for the next like 20 to 40 years, right? And I realigned myself, and I've come to realign myself, and I've noticed that, genuinely speaking, I'm personally happiest and most impactful, and I get the best results when I'm helping people who are stuck in the 9 to 5 really crappy system and they want to free themselves via starting some sort of business. I genuinely love it, and I can still remember pretty much everybody's names. I won't say everybody's names because there's been quite a few, but I can still remember the first time I helped somebody scale their business past like 5 to 10 grand a month. There's been times where I've done help a person get to like 5 grand a month for their agency, 10 grand a month for their agency, or whatever the business is. Typically it was agency back then. And they've been able to get to that mark because of my direct help. And then they've gone on to do like growth operating. For example, I'm not too sure if you guys know a guy called Pierre. Pierre, I'm not too sure what his second name is, but he does growth operating now. He makes like 200 grand a month. Like literally, he jumped into agency. By the way, I am not affiliated with Pierre in any way, shape or form. I'm not trying to like hone in on his success or take credit for anything. He's an absolute genius at what he basically does.
This is literally just my personal opinion as someone who started SMMA around 6 months ago. And if I was to go back in time and I had to buy a course, these are the ones I would pick and the ones I would avoid. All right, next up we have Montel Gordon. I actually was in this course. I used this course the most out of any course I've been in, and I'm gonna put it in S tier because it's my personal favorite. And let me explain to you why. I think it's around $1,000, but I think it's super worth it. But the reason why I appreciated it so much compared to something like Iman Ghazi's course, I mean, he literally gives you a roadmap of every single step to make when starting your agency, to outreaching, to sales calls. It really helped me a lot. And a lot of his outreach systems that were super, super technical. And he even shows you how to set up like your DMARC and your DKIM for your email settings, which literally no one talks about. And that's like the boring shit that no one talks about. So I really, really appreciated that he put that in there. And I use a lot of his outreach methods to this day still. So I put that at S tier. It's not that expensive. $1,000 is a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. And he constantly updates it all the time. And again, he goes over that boring ass little technical detail stuff that no other course goes over, that you're gonna run into problems with. So he explains that stuff. And that was like the main thing that stood out to me when I was going through Montauk Gordon's course. I didn't exactly watch every single module, but there were certain things that I picked out that I still use to this day, like I said. And it's just a super good overall course. I think it's the best SMMA course out there. But yeah, I put it in S tier. So yeah, that wraps up my SMMA course tier list. I hope that gives you a little bit better idea if you're in the market for buying a course. So personally, if I was you and I was starting over from scratch my agency and I had no knowledge at all, and I had a little bit of money to invest in a course, I would buy Montauk Gordon's. That's just my personal opinion. Out of the 3 courses that I actually used and that I was actually a part of, his was by far the best.
So shout out to Pierre if you're ever watching this, by the way. But I remember him being in my program and him learning the very fundamentals. And I think he can attest to this, that, you know, I gave him some very good fundamentals to work off. So much so that he actually left me a positive review on my program, Agency Transmutation, and I think I still have that video somewhere today. And now he's gone on to use those initial skills that he, you know, would have learned through my program and building the agency and being in the agency space to now doing growth operating. Now, me personally, I don't personally think the growth operating business model is the greatest business model for like beginners, and I think Pierre can even say this to you. You kind of got to start as like a freelancer / agency, to be honest with you. And that's what I've come to realize as well, that I'm happiest and most impactful when I'm helping those that are stuck in like 9-to-5 jobs, and I really want to help free people from 9-to-5. That's genuinely when I'm most happy, most impactful, and I get the best results. And I took a look at my recent offers recently. So I've been talking a lot about digital products, coaching, and that sort of stuff. And I feel like I've forgotten my mission as an entrepreneur just a little bit. If I'm just being super transparent with you guys, I feel like I've lost my, I wouldn't say I've lost it fully, but I felt like I started to lose my vision as to why I became an entrepreneur in the first place. The reason why I actually became an entrepreneur in the first place, and you can verify this, by the way, just by going back to my very first video on my YouTube channel, and the very first free videos on my YouTube channel. I really hated university, aka college for you guys over in America, and I really hate that 9-to-5 system, because I just genuinely think working 40 years of your life, these days it's more, for 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life to retire on 40% of everything that you earn is absolutely criminal. There are people out there that are literally like 10 times smarter than me that make 10x less than me. I just keep seeing this person, this same type of person they have different names, but the same type of avatar keeps coming across my desk. And these avatars are people that work a job like Uber Eats, McDonald's, an office job that they hate, and they don't really have the skills to start a coaching business or a digital product. And I've been trying to help beginners start and scale a coaching business, but I forgot that it was running a marketing agency that taught me the skills that I have now that have then allowed me to go on to build a coaching business and then build my first digital products. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to go help everybody start building an agency again and retract everything that I said, but here's what's basically happened. I became so anti-guru. This is genuinely true, by the way. If you literally watch any of my videos in the last 6 to 9 months, I keep saying the lines, stop listening to gurus and do what gurus say. And I genuinely think that is the best way to actually get rich in this day and age. We live in the attention economy now and the creators economy. But I became so anti-guru that I literally blinded myself from the fact that the average person watching my videos, and I'm pretty sure you can probably agree with this, not to say that you guys have not got skills, because nobody has skills on their bones. So it's not even like I'm trying to insult anybody, but it's like, I forgot that the average person watching my YouTube channel don't really have any marketable skills for themselves, or else they would have a business with those marketable skills. And then I'm sat here now trying to get them to start a coaching business as their very first business, and they've never even made a single dollar online or done anything ever. I mean, think about it. Imagine you've got a student called Ben. Ben is a 22-year-old aspiring entrepreneur, but he works in Tesco's. He literally works in Tesco's. He's got no skills. He's never sold anything before online, or in general. Trying to get a person like that avatar, to try and get them to start a coaching business or a digital product is very difficult to do. Now, I became so anti-guru, right? Because I want you guys to go from the ones buying digital products and courses and mentors to the ones selling those things, but the legit versions. Because I can absolutely confirm this for you. If you've ever just wanted to look at somebody and you've ever had a thought of like, do coaches actually make more money coaching the thing than actually doing that thing that they used to do, like running an agency? Will you make more money running a coaching business around starting an agency than starting an agency? And I'm here to confirm that that's 100% true. That's 110% true. Look at everybody you look up to, Iman Gaji, Charlie Morgan, everybody basically does the same route. But then it's like I became so anti-guru, not to call these guys gurus or anything like that, but I became so anti-guru that it's like I just want you guys to immediately stop buying courses and mentorship programs, even though those are the things that I sell. This is how you know I'm really trying to be transparent with you guys. Even if it's not in my best interest to tell you, stop buying courses, stop buying mentorship stuff, because I want you to go from the ones selling those things instead. Like literally, my whole spiel is, don't listen to gurus, copy what gurus do. Because that seems to be where all the money's at. And as I can confirm for you, it genuinely is. It just genuinely is. But guess what? Trying to get Ben, this is my new avatar by the way, or Chris, trying to get a 21-year-old, 22-year-old that works at Tesco's, that's never sold anything before in his entire life, that literally has zero skills, literally still lives at home with his parents, to try and get him to start offering some sort of coaching or a digital product is a very, very hard thing. And believe me, I've tried this for the last 12 months. And it's not hard because it can't be done. It's because people simply aren't born with the necessary skills in order to start coaching or start a digital product. And even if they do have the skills to coach or build a digital product, most people are so afraid of putting themselves out there online, building a brand like I'm doing right now, posting content on social media, because they're super scared of like being judged by their family and friends and all that sort of stuff. And seriously, in like the last 12 months, I've closed down my agency coaching business, my digital products on starting an agency, and I turned, and this is where I kind of have to cringe at myself. I turned away so many beginner entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs that I could have helped, because I wanted to help those that are already doing like 2 to 5K a month with their business already. That was my criteria to help you start like a coaching business and a digital product. You have to be doing at least like 2 to 5K a month doing whatever it is that you do, so I can help you turn that into a coaching business. As it's commonly referred to, that's called going up market. So I wanted to go up market. But then I've been sat here and I've been literally rejecting like 90% of the people that come across my desk. And I'm sat thinking like, what about all the people that I was able to help before that are just stuck in 9-to-5 jobs that really just want to go from no business to making their very first like $2,000 a month online, $3,000 a month online, $5,000 a month online, $7,000 a month online? What about all those people like that want to go from no business to $3,000 a month online so they can just replace their income? What about those? You see what I'm saying? I started to forget my actual mission statement. And I turned them away. I basically turned them away and I forgot my mission statement. And I'm not saying, by the way, I know this is gonna confuse a lot of people. So I'm gonna bring you up to speed on what you should do if you're like 18 and skillless. I'm not going back on anything I've said, because what I've said is undoubtedly true. And here's what I mean. Building a coaching business, or scaling a coaching business, should I say, or I should even say transitioning into a coaching business, that's a better word, transitioning into a coaching business, or building a digital product, or transitioning into a digital product, those two businesses are more lucrative, more impactful, you get better results, you do less work, you make more profit, you get better testimonials, you make a bigger impact on humanity than you ever will by running an agency. I hope that makes sense. The only problem with those two businesses, building a digital product and a coaching business, is like, how do I get Ben, and again, Ben is the name of the avatar. How do I get somebody like Ben, who's a 21-year-old uni graduate that did like art at uni, or like social studies at uni, or philosophy at uni? How do I get him to start a coaching business if he's never done anything with his life at all? He's got no experience, no skills, no money, still lives at home, had to move back in after university. How do I get a person like that to build a digital product or a coaching business? You see where I'm going with this? So it's not like I'm saying coaching businesses and digital products are bad businesses. It's just it's so difficult for me as a person. Maybe I've not figured this skill out. Maybe it's like some secret skill I need to figure out. Who knows? Even though I've got some ridiculous results, by the way, some absolutely ridiculous results. Like I got a student from 0 to like 10 grand a month with his own digital product from complete scratch, no skills, in 4 months flat, quite literally. So I've been able to get results. It's just that I'm finding it slightly harder to get people results because I've noticed that it's more of a mindset thing that people go through. It's not necessarily the idea of like, you have to be this crazy expert to coach. It's just people just genuinely, even when they have the skill, they still think they're not good enough to coach. Maybe there's some sort of negative stigma about it. And I've basically just forgot that I started with a service-based business. And I personally think if you're like 18 years old, 22 years old, 27 years old, even 30 years old, and you've literally got no skills, like literally, I believe like if you're like 18 to 26, typically you're not really gonna have that many marketable skills. You'll have skills, but maybe not marketable skills just yet. There's two routes you can go down. You can go down the route of trying to learn a skill and building a personal brand around that. And I genuinely think that's the long-term play. You should all be aiming long-term to move from doing services to getting into coaching or consulting, basically turning your services into a coaching business. So instead of doing Facebook ads for e-commerce brands, for example, you could turn, building landing pages for them, you could turn that service, once you've got results with that service, that's the key, once you've got results with that service, into it's almost like a hybrid agency where it's like you do coaching, but you also offer a service at the same time with a curriculum attached to it, where people, AKA your clients, can actually go and learn knowledge from you as well. I've noticed that these are the actual new wave of agencies type coaching businesses. It's a mix between information and a service. That's what I found genuinely seems to be the greatest type of business right now. I'm going to say it one more time. The greatest businesses right now are a blend between a service and information being given in the form of coaching and digital products with a service attached to it, or a service with those things attached to it. You see what I'm trying to say? You actually get much better results if you can do all three. If you can combine done for you, there's some done for you elements. Maybe you write the ads for people because you just want to take care of that. But then you also teach people how to then convert the leads that you generate. Let's say you're doing local lead gen. Let's say you're running Facebook ads for real estate agents. Well, what you can do is you can actually do the actual Facebook media buying part for them. Obviously, and then you can coach them on how to actually record video ads. So now you've got a coaching program on how to basically teach real estate agents how to record video ads so they can nail video ads because they need to run some video ads, for example. And then you can also coach them what to do after you generate a lead. Or you can have a program to supplement that shows them once your leads are coming in through the system that we're running, here's how you actually nurture those leads, get them on a call, and here's how you close the sale. So now you're not just doing Facebook ads for clients, because that's so boring, but you're doing Facebook ads for clients, and you've got like a coaching element on the back end. Now, if you're 18 years old and you literally got no skills, this is probably gonna sound so unfathomably far away from you that you're like, Montel, I just literally wanna make $500 online. If that's the case, genuinely speaking, the best way to make $500 online, if you're like 18 or just like 18 and skillless, like Ben, for example, Ben, the 21-year-old that works at Tesco's, AKA Walmart, and he wants to get out, is to literally just offer a service. Like quite literally, I know that I don't like services. The reason why I don't like services, by the way, is not because services are inherently bad. I just think they're bad for scaling. The only problem is if you're literally skillless and you're a nobody online, you've got no audience, no skills, no nothing, chances are you're either gonna have to learn a skill and then offer that skill as coaching or a service. That's the only thing you can do when you think about it. Or you can outsource the work. There's like three things you can do. You can learn a skill and then offer that skill as coaching or a service. The first two things, service or coaching. Coaching, typically you're probably not gonna wanna do because you've only just learned the skill. So you're probably gonna start off as a service, which I recommend you should do. Always start off as a service, get comfortable with it, get your first 5 clients results. Then you can start thinking about moving into coaching or get to like 10 grand a month and then start thinking about going into coaching. Once you've actually got a replicable system, I would personally combine the two if I was you. Still offer the done for you service plus the coaching on top of that. So if you're 18, no skills, the best thing you can do is literally start with freelancing, to be honest with you. You've probably got to start with freelancing, which is why I believe my program, Agency Transmutation, back in the day was so friggin' successful, because it basically took 18-year-olds that have never made any sort of money online to I had people in there that were like 45 years old that had never made money online, you got no skills. Some of them had life experience but didn't really know how to turn it into coaching. And it basically took them and it showed them how to start freelancing on Upwork and get their first client and start building up to that first initial $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And I've noticed there's a very special thing that happens when you get to like $3,000 to $6,000 a month. That typically replaces or very strongly supplements your 9 to 5 income or whatever it is that you're doing right now. Or I call it income replacement. That's like the income replacement number. Like 5 to like 10 grand a month is like income replacement number, especially like 10 grand a month, 12 grand a month. That's definitely income replacement number where you don't have to work a job anymore. So that's what I want to do. I want to help people that are literally Bens. I want the Bens of the world to basically come to me and I can sit them down and be like, look, yes, I want you to eventually go on to be a coach and build your own digital products. So don't get fooled by the gurus, because all the money is up here. That's just going upstream, by the way. I call that going upstream. You've got to go upstream. There is no point, in my personal opinion, starting a marketing agency and then keeping that marketing agency and not ever doing coaching or building a digital product out. Because I personally have come to the conclusion now, genuinely speaking, that there's a few exceptions and whatnot, but I genuinely think your agency / this free, like you start off as a freelancer, you turn it into an agency, your agency then turns into a coaching / consulting business, and then your coaching business turns into a digital product. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to do Facebook ads for real estate agents. Well, you start off by just going around, building a small audience on LinkedIn, for example, or using Upwork, for example, or a freelance website. Upwork, freelance website. You can even try, dabble in some ads as well. Ads are probably going to be one of the best ways to acquire clients. If you've got like $300, $400, $500, a grand a month, whatever it is, use your income from your job to do this, or use Upwork. I recommend, by the way, I'm creating a new hybrid system 2.0. If you don't know what a hybrid system is, by the way, it's just a way for you to go about getting your first couple of clients on Upwork, which is the new version of it is going to be using Upwork plus AI to basically write out your scripts for your actual proposals, so you can land jobs, land actual clients, even if you've got no skills. In the next, like, I've seen people do this, not even joking. Agency Transmutation got people results in 2 days flat. Somebody enrolled in, there's been multiple times where a person's enrolled into my program on a Tuesday, and by Friday they've had a paying client pay them over $500. I am not even joking. I know that it's not much, but most people can't even make $1 online. So what you do from there on in, and again, I'm revamping this system to include AI, because now it's even quicker. I can show you how to automate this basically using AI, as well as write out your scripts using AI as well. So I'm going to show people that, the Bens of the world. I'm going to show you that. Then I'm going to show you how to stack those Upwork dollars up. And instead of putting it into cold outreach, because I just don't genuinely believe cold outreach, I'm then going to show you how to turn that into ad money. So you take your Upwork money, let's say you're generating $3,000 a month profit from Upwork. I'm just going to show you how to basically just siphon that money straight into ads. Yes, the whole $3K, and then that $3K is going to allow you to get higher ticket clients for a service that you're really proud of, such as like Facebook ads and landing page build outs for real estate agents, plus lead nurturing. Then what I'm going to do is, once you've scaled up that particular agency using ads, because that's a much more controllable client acquisition system. And again, the way how I'm thinking this is going to go is Upwork to 3 to 5K a month. That 3 to 5K a month is then going to be put into ads. So you've now got what you call a client financing acquisition system. It's your clients on Upwork that pays for your ads so that you can get more clients for your actual agency through those ads. You see what I'm trying to say? The $3,000 you make or $5,000 you make on Upwork is your ad money that then gets you higher ticket clients outside of Upwork. Because again, there's no point me trying to teach the Bens of the world how to start a coaching business, because they're just going to be sat there like, Montel, I literally have just graduated university. This is my very first job. I'm working in friggin' Tesco's. I just literally want to make $2,000 a month online. What the fuck do I do? And I'm just there sat like, oh yeah, start a coaching business. Learn a skill and start a coaching business. They're like, no, I just want to make some money right now. How do I figure that out? And the best way I figured that out, I already figured it out, to be honest with you, like 3 years ago. You've got to use something like Upwork, it's a warm traffic source, or a freelance website, and just start off like a small freelancer. Start off as a small freelancer, turn that freelancing money into more of an agency, build a controllable client acquisition system. That just basically means, you know, for every $500 you put into ads, you get one client back out at 2.5K to get a 5x ROAS, a 5x return. That's all that means, by the way. Because as we all know, cold outreach kind of sucks. It can help you get 1 or 2 clients here and there, but don't get me wrong, it's not great for scaling. You don't see Iman Gadzhi doing cold outreach. You don't see Charlie Morgan doing cold outreach. In fact, I literally watched a Charlie Morgan podcast. He literally says he's turning cold outreach off. He's turning it off. The literal dude that's blowing up in SMA right now said he's turning cold outreach off for his business. I'm not joking. That being said, once you've built out this Upwork system, 3 to 5K coming in from Upwork, you then just put that money into ads. You start running ads that bring you inbound leads for your agency. So if you're running Facebook ads for real estate agents, you would run a VSL ad. I call it the reverse VSL ad. Yes, I can help you with this if you are one of the Bens of the world that just literally want to get to like 10 grand a month or whatever it is, 5 to 10 grand a month with like an agency. Because then what I'm going to show you is, once you've got that agency to 10 grand a month, I'm then going to show you, and this is where I'm going to differentiate myself in this marketplace. I'm going to show you where most people go wrong. Most people go wrong in terms of trying to then build out this massive team for their agency. And they build out this gigantic agency that does like 300 grand a month, right? But then the profit margins are like 30%, which, don't get me wrong, is still great money. Still absolutely great money. I'd rather have 30% of 300 grand than 100% of a 10 grand a month agency. You know what I mean? Like, still making more profit. But I figured out a way to basically turn your agency services into a programized service or a high ticket digital service. So what you've got to do is you've got to start thinking long term. Because yes, the end goal for everybody here should be, you eventually should want to build a personal brand. If you don't want to build a personal brand, fair enough. At least you've got to go into some sort of coaching or consult. You've got to go up market eventually. I feel like agencies are like a stepping stone business for other businesses that are much more scalable. Like, for example, software company. Can you imagine me trying to help a student, 21-year-old student called Ben, who's worked in Tesco's for the last 2 years, got no skills, just come out of university, he's got a useless degree, doesn't even know how to sell, market, or anything like that. And I'm trying to help him build a software company or build a coaching business or build this product. It's far-fetched, is what I'm trying to say. You've got to start off as a freelancer, aka doing the thing for people. Then you build out a little bit more of a structure around that freelance stuff, which turns it into an agency. That agency space, and this is what I forgot, is the thing that taught me the skills that I have now that have enabled me to grow a coaching business and then grow and build a digital product. And like I said at the start of this video, yes, coaching businesses and digital products are much more scalable, much more fun. You'll make more money. But what I've noticed is that you've got to earn that side of the fence. Right now, if you've got no skills, you're on this side of the fence. You want to be over here. Over here is like digital products, software companies, acquisition companies, coaching businesses. I'm telling you right now, the majority of ballers online, if you look at everybody, Ravi Abuvala, Sam Ovens, Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, Charlie Morgan, you name anybody you want to name. The majority of those dudes that are real, that actually have the real wealth, have gone from doing a service, learnt the skills that they needed to, and then gone into coaching where they've made majority of their money. Coaching digital products, majority of their money from them things. And then went on to build acquisition companies, become authors, build softwares. You get the point I'm trying to thingy. But it's like, I personally have just forgot that the majority of people on my YouTube channel that are watching me right now are literally just like 18 to like 28-year-olds to 35-year-olds, and they've been working like dead-end jobs, and they literally just want to make an additional 5 grand a month. And I completely forgot about them. So I do want to apologize for completely forgetting about you guys. And I would say turning a lot of you guys away as well. Because I genuinely, over the last 12 months, there's been so many people I could have helped, that literally came to me for help, said, look, I'm working a job, don't have any skills, can you help me scale? And I actually turned them away. Because again, I was trying to help people that were already doing at least 2 to 5K a month for their businesses go into coaching. Because again, I'll just be real with you guys. I'm the only dude on the internet that literally says gurus make more money from their digital programs and coaching from their actual main business. So you actually want to be doing this thing over here, which is the coaching and the digital products. But then I also forgot that, shit, actually, I wouldn't even have been able to build my first digital product or coaching business if it weren't for being a freelance, starting off like a free social media management freelance first, learning skills, sales, marketing, building a team, delivering results. All those skills were crucial to going on to building the stuff that I have now. And eventually my long-term play is to have like softwares and stuff like that. So it's like, even me, I'm still not ready for software yet. I'm almost there. I'd say I'm almost there. Definitely got a lot of cash reserves on me at this particular point. But am I ready for software? No, not really. So if I had somebody pushing software onto me, I'd be like, oh, I don't know, this is kind of far-fetched right now. So I think that's what I've been doing to a lot of people, unfortunately, in terms of there's levels to this shit is what I'm trying to say. There's certain levels. And I've been speaking at like a level 6 level to level 0 people. No offense to anybody that's literally at level 0. I have conversations every single day with people. The majority of people that I'm speaking to and that come across my content are literally just people that are working some sort of job. They don't like the job and they wanna just make an extra $2,000 a month. They've got no skills, they've got no life experience, and they literally just are, and again, it doesn't even matter what the reason is. It could be a selfish reason, such as you literally fucking hate your job. You can't stand that shit. You hate your boss, you hate everybody there. You wanna stick it to your parents because they're assholes about you being an entrepreneur, and you just wanna make $3,000 a month and get the fuck out of there. I forgot, I don't know why, but I forgot that that's where I started. I literally used to hate my life. I just needed to do something to make money online. And I'm so glad I friggin' found providing a service on behalf of somebody or a business and Upwork. Upwork was honestly a dream send. And I've completely forgotten about it. I literally became known for the Upwork guy and helping people that were like the Bens of the world. And I just completely disregarded it and just stopped helping people. Which, now that I think about it, has done more harm than it's done good. Definitely. Do you know how many people I turned away that I seriously could have helped over the last 12 months? Because I didn't want to be a guru. I became so anti-guru, I didn't want to be a guru and closed down my agency Transmutation. I mean, I still gave it to people that enrolled into the Personal Brand Academy. But then again, it's like, I need to help the beginner. I need to go back to helping the Bens of the world, because it's like, and you guys can understand this. Yes, you're gonna make more money being a coach. You're gonna make more money building a digital product. There's no secret in that anymore. There literally is no secret in that. That's where the big money's at. And if you didn't know, well, welcome to the world. Go read a Alex Hormozi book. Go read a Russell Brunson book. Go look at Iman Gaji. Go look at Charlie Morgan. Go look at all these podcasts. Go look at any guru you listened up to. You can see it. The problem is though, is that that's like a level 6 complexity type business to start. So it's like, I forgot that I need to help the Bens of the world first get those initial skills and then move them over to the coaching and digital products. So everything I've been saying for the last 12 months is still facts. Like irrefutably facts as well, by the way. I've had so many discussions with people and pretty much every discussion goes like this. Montel, you make more money from courses than agency. And I was like, yeah. I literally said this. I've always been transparent with my numbers. Like quite literally. I made like 500 grand from a friggin' digital product. Then they'll go on to say that I want to do that too. And I'm like, okay, I can help you with this. And then they realize, oh shit, actually, don't actually have any skills. Not only do I not have any skills, even if I do learn a skill, I don't want to be on camera. So then it's like, I kind of catch them and it's like, aha, I told you, it's not that easy, is it? Even if all these gurus did make all their money from courses and coaching, just go and try it then. If you make it out to sound that easy, then why don't you just go and try it? And then people actually sit back and they go, oh shit, actually, it's actually harder than I thought. And then they kind of start respecting it, because I'm the only dude that says, look, that your end goal needs to be being not a guru, but a legit version that has a digital program and courses, course material, education, and that coaching. That's where the big numbers come. But then at the same time saying that, I also forgot about the average person watching my YouTube videos, which are just people that want to watch their very first, want to make their very first $3 to $5 grand online. They got no skills. So that being said, I don't want to pitch you guys, but if you do want me to reopen up helping complete beginners, people with no skills or anything like that, then what I want you to do is just literally just book in a call below. I'm not ever going to try sell you on anything. Genuinely, I just want to have a conversation. By the way, I genuinely mean jump on a call with me, and I'm literally not even going to try and sell you anything. I'm just going to ask you questions. I'm just going to ask you questions to see where you're at, to see if there's enough interest or enough people based upon my hypothesis of my channel is filled with people that literally just want to go from no business to making $5 grand to $10 grand a month with their business. Do I have enough people on this channel to do that? And if I book in enough calls and just have enough conversations and I keep seeing the same characteristics amongst you guys, then what I'll do is I'll probably put together because I've been working on this, a new system where it's Upwork plus AI combined to get your first $5 grand coming in per month by offering a service, even if you literally don't have any skills, by outsourcing it. Then I'm going to show you how to learn that skill that you're outsourcing, for example, like Facebook ads. Then I'm going to show you how to then move that into a proper agency by turning your money that you're making from Upwork into ad spend. That ad spend is then going to help you go on to grow a proper agency. And then at that point, once you've grown an agency past 10 grand a month, you can then turn your exact agency services into a consulting business. That's where the real money's at. I'm telling you, it's a combination of information plus a service. That's where the big money's at. Don't let these gurus fool you. Turning your Facebook ads agency for real estate agents into a coaching Facebook ads to real estate agents business, plus done for you elements on top of that, plus a digital program, maybe in the background for like a curriculum. That's where the big money's at. But you've got to start off with the rest of the bends. You've got no audience, you've got no skills, you don't even want to be on camera. Well, you're just gonna have to start off with the freelance. Start off as a freelance, that's your stepping stone, to an agency to a consulting to a digital product. That in that order as well. So that being said, guys, if you do want me to open up maybe like a small test group with like 5 people and teach you guys this like one-to-one style, book in a call. I'm on the verge of not doing this, by the way. But if you guys book in enough calls and I just literally speak to you guys, again, I will be pulling up to the calls, by the way, me, myself. And I'll just be writing down all your objections as to why a program like this wouldn't work or what you're struggling with. And then what I'll do is I'll just write down all of your problems, and I'm just gonna go, if there's enough interest, I'll just go and build out and figure out what it is that you need, then test it on 5 people, and then just start helping you guys again. Although I already know that Upwork works. Upwork definitely works. I just don't wanna reopen up start agency stuff. You know what I mean? I just wanna make sure that I'm doing the right thing for people in the right way. That being said though, guys, I love each and every single one of you guys. Thank you for pulling up on the journey, and I apologize to all those people that I turned away that I know I could have helped. If I just was to tell you just to go be a freelancer on Upwork and make some money that way, I could have literally helped you do that. But I turned you guys away because I didn't want to be seen as a guru, and I've done more harm than good by doing that. I guess you can't listen to everybody on the internet, but I guess I'll let it get to me. That being said though, guys, love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.